Hello RapidAML enthusiast. Enterprise-wide risk assessment or EWRA lays the foundation of anti-money laundering, AML, countering the financing of terrorism, CFT, and counter-proliferation financing, CPF, program of a business. Therefore, a strong EWRA ensures a robust AML CFT CPF program. A comprehensive EWRA protects the business from money laundering, ML, terrorism financing, TF, and proliferation financing, PF, risks. In this video, we will discuss the meaning of EWRA and learn the best practices for conducting a thorough EWRA. We will also understand key missteps to avoid while conducting the EWRA, to ensure that it is effective and robust. This video provides a blueprint for a successful enterprise-wide risk assessment. Let us begin the video by learning the meaning of an EWRA. EWRA is a systemic process of identifying all external and internal ML, TF, and PF risks that a business may face, deploying adequate controls to keep risks within the risk appetite, and managing the net risk a business is exposed to. For businesses regulated under the AML CFT CPF laws, conducting the EWRA is mandatory. EWRA involves assessing ML, TF, and PF risks associated with factors such as the customers of the business, products and services that the business offers, transactions the business is involved in, its delivery channels, the geographies it serves, etc. The ML, TF, and PF risks are assessed to understand their impact on the business and then adopt risk mitigation strategies accordingly. Now that we understand what an EWRA is, let us understand the best practices that businesses can adopt to ensure a comprehensive EWRA. Implementing EWRA best practices helps businesses to respond effectively to potential ML, TF, and PF risks. Let us now discuss the list of these best practices that businesses can adopt for a comprehensive EWRA. Adopting a risk-based approach. Risk-based approach is identifying the specific ML, TF, and PF risks that a business may face and prioritizing risks with the highest impact to ensure that they are managed effectively. Well documenting risk assessment methodology. The risk assessment methodology should be well documented and consider qualitative and quantitative measures tailored to the needs of the business. Incorporating mitigation strategies for new and emerging risks. New and emerging ML, TF, and PF risks should be assessed, and their mitigation strategies adopted on an ongoing basis. Clearly defining and communicating compliance responsibilities. The risk mitigation strategies and the roles and responsibilities in the AML CFT CPF program of the business should be clearly defined and communicated to the involved stakeholders so that there is no scope of confusion or complications. Managing residual risks. Residual risks are those risks that are left over after the business has adopted risk control measures. These are not addressed by the risk management strategies adopted by the business as part of its risk-based approach. Therefore, businesses need to recognize and manage the residual risks as well. Risks assessment after new developments in business operations, ML, FT, and PF risks should be considered by the business when it is developing new products or entering new geographies. Considering national risk assessment and sectoral risk assessment, countries assess the ML, TF, and PF risks faced at the national level, and sectoral regulators do the same at the sector level. Businesses should incorporate the findings of the national risk assessment and sectoral risk assessment in their own EWRA. Regular testing of risk prevention and mitigation controls. EWRA should be regularly tested and updated to ensure that the risk mitigation strategies adopted by the business is aligned with the evolving ML, TF, and PF risks faced by the business. After understanding the best practices to adopt while conducting EWRA, let us discuss the list of the key missteps to avoid for an effective EWRA. Businesses should avoid the following worst practices while conducting an EWRA. Not taking a risk-based approach while assessing the ML, TF, and PF risks. Not taking into consideration the nature, size, and complexity of the business. Not documenting the risk assessment methodology nor considering qualitative and quantitative measures. Not conducting regular assessments to take into consideration new and emerging risks. Compliance responsibilities are unclear, and there is no uniform way of working. Risk appetite is not defined or documented. There are no strategies for risk management. ML, FT, and PF risks are given no consideration while developing new products or entering new geographies. National risk assessment and sectoral risk assessment are not considered while identifying and assessing risks. Risk prevention and mitigation controls are deployed but not tested. In this video, we have discussed the blueprint for a successful EWRA through the best practices to incorporate and key missteps to avoid while conducting an EWRA for your business. By adopting the best practices and avoiding common missteps, you can enhance your business's resilience against ML, TF, and PF risks by conducting an effective EWRA. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more AML-related videos.